Hello, I'm Julie Brown. I lead the Savvy for McKinley Carter Wealth Services, and welcome to another Savvy Chat. We hope these chats, both recorded and in person, bring you new ideas to help you as you pursue your ideal life. Today I'm chatting with Kathleen McDermott. Kathleen is our Director of Nonprofit Advisory Services at McKinley Carter and has over 30 years in the nonprofit sector. Thanks so much for joining us, Kathleen.
It's great to be here, Julie.
So tell us a little bit about what has inspired your professional devotion to philanthropic efforts.
Well, it was just the first job that I got out of graduate school. But what I learned as I continued to work in the nonprofit field is that really I had a passion for organizations that made a difference in the community, helping various people, and also bringing donors together for the common good and making a difference.
I think that's a really inspiring point. A lot of our clients share, and a lot of the women we work with, I know, really want to give back to their community. So I thought it would be helpful if you could give us some ideas for somebody who is maybe earlier in their giving journey. They want to get started in giving back. What are some ideas that we could offer them?
Yeah, absolutely. I would recommend maybe start volunteering first. Figure out what it is you like, what cause you care about. And quite frankly, volunteering gives you a lot of professional and personal networking, getting to know people. And again, like I said to begin with, understanding what it is that you like. Once you've volunteered, then maybe it's time to start giving back in a financial way. And of course, if you're just starting out, you may not have a lot of resources. Give what you can. There is no gift that is too small. One way to maximize your gift is maybe give monthly. So if you cannot write the $25 check today, but you can give $5 a month, you've more than doubled your gift. So that's really, really powerful. I would also recommend asking the company that you work for if they make a matching gift, because that's another way to maximize your giving. And then last but not least, don't undervalue in-kind giving. So that means whatever professional services you may be able to offer a nonprofit, and it's often called time, talent, and treasure.
I like that summary. It really gives a lot of variety in ways you can give. So like you said, if maybe money isn't the way today, there's still ways you can give back. But what about for ladies that maybe do have the money? Maybe they're a little further down their path and it's time to start thinking about more significant monetary gifts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a time where you can really fund specific projects, really dig deep and fund the things that you would like to see happen in your community. It could be a specific project, it could be a capital campaign. And in these instances, organizations will often let you pledge. So maybe you pledge $15,000 and make that gift $5,000 a year over 3 years. Also, there are some great ways to make gifts through your financial planning. Working with your financial advisor, I'm sure you've come across this a lot. Some things that I'll point out. Gifts of appreciated stock would certainly be a great way to give. And then also, if you're looking at a legacy gift, beneficiary designations for retirement plans and insurance policies.
Yeah, great suggestions. And there are some really creative ways that we can come up with your advisor to come up with some unique giving plans that benefit everybody. The last thing I wanted to ask your thoughts on are just kind of pitfalls to avoid. I know that as women, we tend to give till it hurts. And what are some suggestions you may have to make sure that we can be consistent and ongoing in our giving without kind of dealing with giving burnout?
Absolutely, this is a great question. So I think it's always important to budget for your charitable giving. Because it's really easy to find yourself giving to every organization that asks. And I know particularly around this time of year, a lot of solicitations come out, and it's so difficult to say no. But if you really have trouble, I think there are ways that you can give back without necessarily writing a check. Maybe it's purchase of a raffle ticket, attendance at an event, maybe giving something for a raffle. So yes, really think through all of those different obstacles that you might face when asked to give. And then last but not least, and we just touched on this, is working with your financial advisor, because certainly, don't undervalue what can be done from your portfolio that you're giving back, but also maybe helping yourself a little bit on the tax side of things.
Yeah, great ideas. And as we were discussing, preparing for this conversation, there's so much more we could dive into. So I would definitely encourage ladies that are watching to bring this conversation up with your advisor. But I know you've got a few other resources you've written for our readers. So what else can we point ladies to learn more about giving?
Yes, on the McKinley Carter website, in our blog library, we have a variety of articles, but the ones that I would point out are leaving a legacy on a modest budget. There is a blog on beneficiary designation, so leaving a lasting legacy. And then also, if women are considering joining boards and giving back through volunteerism, 6 questions you should ask before joining a board.
Oh, that one's really good. I'd have to go back and read that one myself. Well, thank you so much. As we said, we know there's so much more. There's lots more conversation that can be had. If this is something that's of interest and importance to you, please reach out to your McKinley Carter advisor, and we'll chat with you again soon.